Hello from the Music Interview Corner, guys. I am here with Clementine from Visions of Atlantis. Thank you so much for taking time for this interview.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
My first question is, how does it feel for you to play at John Smith Festival today?
So first of all, we're super happy to be back in Finland. It took like 5 years, I think, to be back in your beautiful country. We're very happy to be here. So first of all, we're happy to be in Finland. And today we had the surprise to discover the site, the festival site of John Smith Festival, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm right now in the dressing room, and behind the computer is a wonderful view on a beautiful lake and the grass on the festival and the trees. It's like the festival is in the middle of a little natural corner. It's not too big. It's a perfect size. It feels very, very, very nice. And the weather is amazing. It's raining a little bit, but it's fresh. We're coming from Southern Europe where we're dying in heat and humidity. So being
Yeah.
here feels like a little piece of fresh air. We're very happy to enjoy Finland today.
So, your eighth studio album, Pirates, was released in May 2022, and it contains more orchestral arrangements and choirs. And the same goes for your ninth studio album, Pirates 2, Armada, that was just released on July 5th. And I wanted to ask you, why did you decide to go with this more orchestral style this time?
We actually worked with the same person for orchestrations for both records. It's Lukas Knobel from Germany. He's an absolute genius. But it's to me to us it's like we took the same team basically from Pirates One and we did Pirates Two together because it just worked out so well. Like all these people that work around around our band, they start to understand what we are aiming at, what kind of music we want to make. They understand our style, our moods, and all. And Lucas is one of them. And I do believe the orchestrations and the symphonic aspect of Pirates 2 is at least as big as Pirates 1, if not bigger on some tracks. It's also more refined. It's absolutely super rich anyway, because we love the dramatic aspects of symphonic metal. And we also like to go a little bit further. We flirt with cinema because we love cinema and we love the idea to bring a bit of a movie score feeling into our music, because our music and everything, it tells a wonderful story. And so we have the orchestra, but we also have some soundscapes that are done with some natural elements. We have some waves, we have woods burning, we have uh, wood cracking, so that you're really immersed into a beautiful universe.
I think it has a really great atmosphere, both of the albums, but Pirates 2 especially. Both of your Pirates albums were highly praised by your fans and by the press. How did that feel?
It's an amazing feeling because we every time after Pirates One and after Pirates Two, we are feeling like we've delivered the best material that we could at the given time. So we always feel like we've pushed ourselves so hard to just write the best music for us first, but then also for people who like this style. And when we start to get feedback from the first reviews and then from the first fans and everything, that they have the same impression that we do, it's a wonderful recognition for the work we've put on, for the efforts, for the passion, for the dedication, for the love that we've put into our music. So it feels wonderful to be on the same page. We feel understood and seen by our fans, by the media, by the reactions, and we charted way beyond our expectations with that second album. So all in all, it's a wonderful like first feedback since the album is just a couple of weeks out now, like two.
Yeah, again, congratulations on that. And do you have a favorite song on Pirates 2?
So as on Pirates One, it's always very difficult for me, for myself, and then and also for Michele to pick up a favorite song, because it's our every one of them are is our baby. We every song is crafted with the same joy and the same passion to make it the best, the most emotional, the most um, just how do you say, enjoyable music for us. But I have to admit that on Pirate 2, there is one song that to me stands out really, and it stood out from the very beginning, from the very first demo. It's The Dead of the Sea. It has a vibe and a drama in there, and that I feel very much connected to.
And you also have two very interesting music videos. One is Monsters and the other is Tonight I'm Alive. Who made the concepts for these music videos?
So I have the chance to be in charge of the scripts and
Oh.
storylines and mood for our music videos. So prior to the shooting, when I know with agency we're going to work for the video, I do craft a script and mood boards, and then I have nice conversations with our directors to make sure that they understand what I mean and to refine the script, given always the technical limits that they have that I'm not an expert of. But yeah, all the concepts also for the Armada and also video and also for the videos for Pirate Ones. I'm the one behind transmitting the message that to me the song carries. The video is completes the song. It has to go together. I've always been a little frustrated when I saw video clips that to me didn't really connect with the song, like didn't either went give another topic than the song or developed the idea a little further or had any connection. Some videos have no real connection with what the song's about. With Visions of Atlantis, I was like, if I ever have a band and we can do those videos, I want that the message that I put in there is also very comprehensible, visually understandable, and that's why I'm doing this too.
Yeah, amazing. And I think especially Monsters looks so cinematic. I really love the atmosphere and the change between these two different worlds.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of fun shooting this.
You joined Visions of Atlantis 11 years ago. How did that change your life?
Well, it was not a sudden change because for the first 5 years, nothing really happened. We took us like 5 years to release The Deep in the Dark. So at the very beginning, it was like I was still part of Serenity, my previous band. So I was like just twice busier, but Vision was not really touring, was not really like nothing was really happening with the band. We were not releasing new material. So it was like a growth that this project grew very slowly at the beginning. That we released The Deep in the Dark. We started touring, and then we released Wanderers. Mick joined the band, and then things accelerated. Like we started to write our music way more together until now, where we, especially him, is the absolute main songwriter for Visions of Atlantis, and we've decided to go for this pirate universe that I feel way more connected to than what we did before. So little by little, Visions of Atlantis became one of the bands I was part of to the absolute priority in my life. So it has changed my life in the way that it became my reason to focus on something every day, and to be passionate about and to carry and to push for and to fight for. So it was not a sudden change, but it was a serious one.
Yeah, and you're also part of different other musical projects. I would like to talk about that too. For example, in 2016, you were part of Kai Hansen's special anniversary project, XXX, 3 Decades in Metal, and you also performed with him together at Wacken. How was that?
It was unreal experience. I realized what happened after I played Wacken. Like I don't know. It was out of this world. Like we met on a festival. Like we meet bands all the time on festivals, and he was like, I'm looking for a female singer to finish my album. Would you like to join? We didn't know each other. It was like, he must be drunk. And then we exchanged contacts, and then a couple of days later, he came back being like, I actually checked you online. I really want you to join my album. Would you like to do that? And like, it was an absolute honor. I was like among the ocean of singers that exist there to be the one he would pick. I felt very lucky. And then I knew he was working on the Wacken show, but he actually offered me to join like a week before. He was like, hey, by the way, are you available for this week? We play Wacken. Do you want to come with us? We're going to rehearse on that day, and then it's the Wacken show. I was like, okay, sure. And he was like, and then you can sing the songs that you're singing on the album, but we're also going to play some Halloween stuff, these songs and this song and these songs. And it went so fast that at this moment I didn't realize I was going to be on stage with Kai Hansen. I didn't realize I was gonna perform songs from Halloween. I didn't realize it was gonna be one of the biggest stages at Wacken, one of the times where the people are the most waiting for the bands. And yeah, it was absolutely surreal. Kai is the embodiment of rock and roll, but he's also a very down to earth person when you're in his circle of people that he wants to work with, and when like it was so flowing. It was so like nothing was um difficult with this collaboration, that it just felt like a bunch of friends doing things together. Until afterwards, I was like, that was fucking singing Halloween with Kai Hansen. With Michael Kiske, with all those legends that shared the stage with me. It was amazing, and forever grateful for this experience.
Amazing. It sounds like a crazy dream in a way.
Kinda, it felt like it. Absolutely unreal.
And when we're talking about your other musical projects, of course, we have to mention Exit Eden.
Huh?
You have this band together with Marina del Torroca and Anna Brunner. And I wanted to ask you, how does your work with Exit Eden influence your work with Visions of Atlantis and vice versa?
I think no project is influencing the other. Exit Eden, I'm responsible for the visual direction, like the art direction for it, like for the latest album, from the cover artwork to the photo shoots to all the videos. I was in charge of the scripts and the universe, the visual universe around this album. Let's say that it's a way for me to be creative outside of the pirate world, which is nice, which is sometimes refreshing for me, because Visions of Atlantis, we're crafting a universe that is very rich. Like, it's not historically accurate. It's we're not referring to very real stories of piracy. We're creating the universe. We're bringing magic in there so that we can feel free to do whatever we want with this fantasy pirate world. But it's still the pirate world, and Exit Eden allows me to be creative outside of it, and it feels very, very fresh sometimes. I enjoy doing that a lot.
And I also want to mention your solo song, The Violence Within, that you released a few years ago through Patreon. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, it's that solo project that I'm working on when I have some free time, which is something that I chase a little bit more and more every year. But that is still very dear to me. I still have music that I want to release and share with the world that will not fit any of those bands' universes. So that first song was the first one that we finished, and that I could propose offer to my patrons, and they loved it. Like, the feedback I got from it was really cool. So I can't wait for the months to come to give me the maybe a bit of more freedom to keep working on that.
I know it was before you joined the band, but Visions of Atlantis, of course, it's not only the name, but it was originally inspired by this myth of Atlantis. And I wanted to hear, what do you think about Atlantis? Do you believe Atlantis was real?
Well, it's something that's been mentioned in so many pieces by so many people. At some point, I want to believe that such a strong myth must have a truth at its core or at its origin. But maybe that truth is not what we could expect. That maybe it's not a real city that is drowned, sunken somewhere. Maybe it was a part of an ancient civilization that was part of the real world, that doesn't exist anymore, or it was an absolutely Socrates' imagination, something he had a fantasy about, like there could be a version of humanity that was wiser, more informed, more advanced. It's there are a lot of theories about ancient civilization that says that there have been probably human beings on this world that's more advanced, that use different technologies than us. If we look at some of the legacy that they left on the surface of this earth, but it's hard to completely confirm all of this. So I'm absolutely not against the idea that the Atlantis could have existed. I actually watched a documentary not so long ago that was sponsored by James Cameron, to look for the Atlantis, and people went down with like all around the world. It's actually not necessarily one area. There are texts, ancient texts that said maybe it was there, maybe it was here.
Oh yeah.
And they went down, and they sometimes found little things or statues that could be reminiscent of that time or not. It's very hard to confirm, but yeah, I'm no expert on the subject, and I think it would be beautiful if one day we could learn that it really existed and somehow.
Yeah, I think it's really fascinating to think about
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
what was there before we were here. Oh yeah, then I still have some funny questions. What's the craziest thing you and your bandmates have ever done on tour?
The craziest thing.
Yeah, that you're comfortable sharing here.
Yeah, we did quite some crazy parties, of course. We went casino dressed up as pirates in Las Vegas. We went to Katy Perry's show in Las Vegas right before ours, dressed up as pirates, because we were like, okay, if we want to make it to the Katy Perry's show, since we'll have to go from her show to ours right away, we have to be already dressed up. So we dressed up as pirates, took a limousine, went to Katy Perry's show, and then had to leave before it was over. Went back to our venue, played our show. So that was very funny. Yeah, right now this is the most crazy stuff that I can recall.
And did you get some special reactions from the other audience members for being pirates in the audience?
Not really, because Las Vegas is used to see people being dressed up nonsense anyway, because there are so many shows going on all the time that we could have been part of the production of whatever hotel. You know, there was even this pirate-ish hotel, Treasure Island. They used to have a pirate show. So actually over there, and I would say even all over the US, people don't really care the way you dress up. It's this is where the land of freedom really can be felt.
And what is your biggest dream for the future?
My biggest dream is that Visions of Atlantis is able to bring on stage the absolute over the top show that I have in mind, that we started to have in mind. Like, we dream about putting a real pirate show on with huge props, with fire everywhere, bringing a super immersive experience where the people completely forget where they are for 2 hours, you know, and embrace the pirate journey and have a wonderful time together. This is my biggest dream, that we bring such a beautiful piece of entertainment that is not just superficial, but has also a degree of depth and reflection in it, because all the lyrics of our songs, they treat about issues and emotions that are way more, that goes way beyond just the pirate folklore. So yeah, my biggest dream would be to be able to do that.
Wonderful. Then thank you so much for this interview, Clemmy.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
And enjoy your gig later.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And goodbye from the Music Interview Corner.
Goodbye.